Okay, welcome back. This is lesson number 2, vowel pronunciation in Sikwenchu. Okay, in the first lesson we learned the basic pronouns and a couple of sentences, and I showed you how to conjugate them indirectly using the tense markers. But in here we'll take a look at the vowels because it's really critical, and I'll show you why compared to say English, why it really matters for contextual learning. So the basic vowels in Sikwenchu, there's many of them, are these guys, and they're pronounced ah, eh, e, o, and u. All right. So ah, eh, e, o, and u. This is more closely like you would hear it say in European and Asian languages. All right. So in here, that's why it's si and then eh here. So si, quen, chu. And there's the u sound. Right. So, but we need to have other vowels. So, like the word for cat. See, in English, cat. An a sound for an a, kind of strange. So we have an ae sound, and I'll just say like the a in cat. So right? And then we have a ei sound, and that's like an a. That's kind of like, say like the word sensei, like this. And it's really, if you say it correctly, it's actually like and then e, because that's what this is and e. So it's a. And if you do a, it can sound like sensei. It can sound like sensei. So a has it's actually a, but it can sound a little bit like a. Okay. All right. The next one is ai, and this is the same type of thing. It's a ah plus an e sound. So I, I. It's not I, it's I. It's kind of like a higher tone to it. I. It would be like yes. Well, I keep getting that wrong. Yes in height in Japanese. Double. I'm used to doing single quotation marks from computer programming. I kind of go back and forth between singles and doubles, and so when I do it in regular grammar, I kind of get it messed up. So, okay, so then we have uh, a couple other, oh, we have many others. How about a UU? And that's just like, it's kind of like, that's what it is, right? Like there's a word you'll learn later that is zama, zama, so UU pronounce All right, and then we have I, and this is like I. It's kind of like I. You say kind of like the word fit, right? It's like the I in fit, right? The word I. All right, so a, I, and I. All right, and then e, o, and u. All right, so si, quen, chu, like that. All right, so these are really important, and the reason it turns out to be important is because let's get rid of this here for a second, kind of give you an idea. It's for contextual reading, so you can read sentences before you even understand the words. That's one of the most powerful ways to learn, is just being able to pick up a book and read. And I'll be putting out a lot more books besides just the basic book, which is this one right here. This is the Sikwenchu, the new universal language breakthrough. It's essential grammar. It's on the Amazon store right now, or via sikwenchupress.com. You can find it indirectly through some descriptions in there. But what this allows you to do is when you have consistent vowel pronunciation, then you can just read. And I'll be putting out many books in Sikwenchu, so you can just read. In fact, part of this part of this book as you go along. The first half of it is grammar, and then it transitions into like a contentious, lighthearted romance story right within this, the lesson. So you can learn. You just kind of, you don't have to ever spend tons of time trying to memorize in flashcards. You just read the stories, and then once you, since you've already learned the grammar and you've learned the words, then you'll see them used within the story, and then you can just follow along. But like for instance, over in here, let's say we have, this is in the story, Yabu ki shivet, Yabuki shivet, Yabuki shivet. Well, it's because it's Yabu ki shiv. Oops, sorry, spelled that wrong. Yabuki shivet, Yabuki shivet, like this. So it is it. It is it. The I is I, and bu is a negation form. So all right, could not, because ki is could, and shiv is the verb to believe. So I could not believe it. Yabuki shivet. All right, but the point is, even if you didn't know what this meant, you could still pick it up. One of the future books that would be, in fact, some of the future books are pure fiction, and you just read the fiction. But you'd be able to pick up, no, that's a, u, e, I. A, u, I. Yabuki shivet. Right? So I could not believe it is what that says right there. All right, and there'll be many more vowels because the pronunciation is absolutely 100% consistent throughout the language. No words are ever pronounced differently. Like for instance, look at this. Here's in English. English. Oh, drives me crazy. How about these words like this? Could, shout, trouble, and whoops. Okay, better put another one over here. Whoops. Where am I? Okay, I'll put another one over here. And through, like this. So could, shout, trouble, and through, but we have an OU sound, OU spelling, but it's a and an ow and a and an oo. Think about that. Could, shout, trouble, and through. Ooh, ow, and ooh. So you can imagine all the people who live overseas who are studying English for 6, 7 years from middle school on, and they have to learn to try and read English with all this inconsistency in the vowel pronunciation, and it's pervasive through English. It's just ridiculous. So I have everything in Sikwenchu is completely consistent, simplifies the daylights out of it. So all right, that's the comparison. Okay, well that's it for this lesson, and I'll see you in lesson 3.